use the scaffold method to calculate 8,765 divided by 21. Interpret each step in your calculation in terms of the following problem. There are 8,765 beads that will be put into bags with 21 beads in each bag. How many bags of beads can be made and how many beads will be left over? Okay, so I'm going to start with the scaffold algorithm, and then we will annotate what we've done to try to put the context of this problem into it. So I'm going to do 8,765 divided by 21. Okay, so the scaffold algorithm is where we ask ourselves, what do we multiply 21 by to make something as close to 8,765 as we can without going over? So let's see. And it doesn't have to be as close as we can. We're just going to get close-ish. Okay, so if I multiplied by 1,000, that would be too big because 1,000 times 21 is 21,000. I went way over. Okay, but what about 100? So 100 times 21 is 2,100, which is pretty small, but I could start there. Okay, I could start with 100, and I get 2,100 when I multiply, and I subtract, and I have 5, 6, 6, 6. Okay, so now I could do 100 again, but maybe I could go a little bit bigger. Maybe I could do 200. Okay, so 21 times 200 would be 4,200. And I subtract, and I have 5, 6, 4, 2. Oh, another 100, I think, because we saw that when I did 100, I got 2,100, so that's pretty close. Let's do another 100. 100 times 21 is 2,100, and I subtract, and I have 365. Okay, so what I multiply by now is going to be less than 100. So let's see, 20 times 5 would be 100. So maybe I could do 15. Let's do a 10 because it's easy to multiply by 10. We'll do 10. Okay. 10 times 21 is 210. Subtract, and I get 5, 5, 1. 155. So I know that 21 goes into 100 5 times. So I think we might be able to get 6. Let's do 6. We could do 5, but I'm running out of vertical room here. So, okay, so 6 times 21 is 126. And when I subtract, I get 15 minus 6 is 9, and 4 minus 2 is 2, 29. Now, I can fit another group of 21 into 29, so I put a 1 up here, and I have 1 times 21 is 21, subtract, and I get 8. 8 beads left over. So my final answer here is going to be this many bags of beads with this many beads left over. So let's see, this is 417 bags. 417 bags with 8 beads left over. Okay, now I want to answer the second part of this question, which is interpret each step in your calculation in terms of the problem 765 beads that will be put into bags with 21 beads in each bag. And I want to relate it to what I've done here. So I want to relate the problem to all of this work. So I started with 8,765 beads, and I want to make groups of 21. So I'm asking myself, okay, well, how many groups of 21 can I make? I want to get close to, but not surpass 8,765 beads. So I said, well, I think I can definitely make 100 bags. Okay, so I put 100 here, and I did 100 times 21 beads per bag. So this is 100 groups of 21. That's 2,100 beads. So I'm going to label, just going to write down what each of these numbers is representing. So this 100 was me saying, okay, I can make 100 bags of beads. And then when I multiply the 100 times the 21 and got the 2,100, that's 2,100 beads I've used. So used 2,100 beads to make those 100 bags. Okay, and then when I subtract 8,765, that's how many beads I started with. Subtract the beads I've already put into bags, and this is how many beads I have left. Okay, and then this is beads left after I made the 100 bags. Okay, so then I said, all right, how many bags can I make now? If I'm going to put 21 beads in each bag, I have 6,665 beads. So I say, well, 100 bags got me 2,100 beads. I think I can do 200. So I put a 200 here to represent 200 more bags. 200 bags of beads. Okay, then I do my 200 times my 21, and I got 4,200. That's how many beads I used. Okay, so I used 4,200 beads in the 200 bags. And then I subtract how many beads I was working with, how many beads I had left, subtract how many beads I just used when I put them into the 200 bags, and now I have 2,465 beads left. So I'm thinking, now how many bags can I make of 21 beads each when I have 2,465 beads? And I said, oh, I can definitely make 100 more bags because I know 100 bags will use 2,100 beads. So we put 100 up here because I can make 100 more bags. Okay, and then we multiply the 100 times the 21 because I have 100 groups of 21. I used 2,100 beads. In the 100 bags I just made. And then I subtract how many beads I had minus how many I just used to make those 100 bags, and I have 365 beads left. Okay, how many groups of 21 can I make to get close to 365 but not go over? And I went with 10 because I was like, well, 21 times 10 is 210. I definitely can make 10 more bags. So 10 more bags of beads times 21 beads per bag uses 210 beads. So this is the number of beads used in the 10 bags that we just made. And then we subtract to see how many beads we still have left to put into bags. And 365 minus 210 is 155. And so I have 155 beads left to put into bags. And then I thought to myself, okay, how many bags of 21 beads can I make? It's less than 10 because 10 would give me 210. 5 times 21 is 105. I think maybe I can get 6. Maybe I can get 6. So that 6 represents 6 more bags. And 6 times 21, that would be 126. That's how many beads I just used. Beads used in those 6 bags. Okay, and then I subtract to see how many beads I have left now. 155 minus 126 is 29. How many bags of beads can I make? If you put 21 beads in a bag, I can make one more bag. So that's what this one is up at the top. I can make one more bag. One bag of 21 is 21 beads used in the one bag. Okay, so this 29, this was beads left. 21 is beads used in that one bag that we just made. And when I subtract, I get 8. I cannot make another full bag of 21, so 8 is my remainder or my leftover beads.